Everything we've been talking about up to now leads up to a question that I'm asked by dealers almost every day. Is it possible to achieve volume with margin, and if so, how? Let's start with winning consumers online. Typical online ads for cars today are often just a lot of equipment, sometimes even a generic VIN explosion with things like automatic power door locks, automatic power steering, automatic power windows, just an alphabetical list of all the equipment you have in the car. Or sometimes they're just writing a book about all the things they can tell you, long, kind of boring sentences. Or the worst of all, dealer speak. Things like, so clean you can eat off the floor mats. This car is hot, hot, hot. Well, in an industry where consumers are popping from car to car to car and don't have trust with dealers today, you have to build trust. You have to build trust with relevance and with evidence. Evidence based on what consumers found online. Today I'm going to introduce you to Mark, a revolutionary new way to win more consumers online, based on how consumers make decisions and research on the best of what's out there in winning consumers. Mark is about selling value instead of just price, and it starts with capturing all that information that consumers found online in those 6.5 hours of research they did, that critical evidence to replace dealer speak. But 6.5 hours of research is certainly far too much information to digest in a single ad. So the Mark process maps all of the most relevant information about your vehicle to that consumer's decision-making process. So what is Mark? Mark stands for mission, affordability, risk, and key differentiators. And the reason why Mark is so important is there are hundreds of variables in purchasing a car, a dizzying amount for a consumer to digest. Yet research shows people can handle only 4 to 7 variables, 4 to 7 basic amounts of information. The key is Mark boils everything about your car down to the 7 core questions that consumers are asking when buying a car. It all starts with mission. If I'm looking at an ad, does this vehicle meet my needs, or do I need to look it up for another car? A few years ago, my wife and I were buying a car. Our needs were simple. Needs to be a family car, needs seat 5, needs to fit our 3 car seats, needs to be safe, needs to be fuel efficient, and we have a dog, so can't use a trunk, need a cargo area. Make sure that's up there up front so I know this car is relevant to me. Affordability. Is this a fair price? This is the most critical one on a lot of levels because everyone has a radar that protects them against being ripped off, and that radar is never on more powerfully than when buying a car because of the trust that people have in dealerships in the car buying process. So use evidence. Use evidence of price versus a guidebook they found online, maybe Kelly or Edmunds. Or did you reduce your price from the original price, that offering a potential buying opportunity? Or is this a great value for a 2 or 3 year old car versus the original window sticker? Maybe it's $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 less. Show value, use evidence, show value, so they can feel confident in trusting your price as a fair price. Risk. No one wants to buy a lemon. Use evidence to make them confident your car won't offer them that risk. So what does that mean? Use evidence like Carfax One Owner. Maybe it's had no accidents. Certified programs offer all kinds of value. List the great value in your certified program. Is it still under warranty? Do you have a good service history? Is it low mileage and therefore maybe less wear and tear on the vehicle? All critical to making me confident I'm not buying a lemon. Let's break down those key differentiators now. Third-party ratings and awards. Was this the Motor Trend Car of the Year? Does it have great fuel economy, or did the government show 5-star crash test ratings? And most powerfully, J.D. Power. J.D. Power are consumer reviews. What did other owners say about this car? How did they rate it? Good J.D. Power ratings tell you that other consumers had a good experience. Makes you more confident you will as well. So what's the resultant impact of using Mark versus what you might be doing today? With Mark, you're taking everything a consumer learned online, mapping it to the way consumers make decisions in buying a car. And what you see here is a powerful yet easily digestible insight into the fit with this vehicle's mission, affordability, risk reduction, why it's not a lemon, the most searched equipment that really makes us well equipped, your ratings and reviews, and then finally, why to buy at your dealership. So what happens to dealers' businesses when they implement Mark? It's incredible. We see huge increases in traffic, click-through, sales. 25% or more is typical at stores that really implement it well. So this is a great opportunity. And why? What's the secret of Mark? The secret of Mark is that you're now speaking the consumer's language. And when you speak the consumer's language, you're creating ads that are far more powerful, far more impactful, yet much more digestible, more win-win all the way around. That sets you up as a place where consumers get great value for their dollar, and they feel that, they recognize that, and if you do that, consumers will reward you. They'll reward you with more sales, with more traffic, and with the opportunity to earn volume with margin.